Bang me. What was that? Can you hear me, that bang energy? I always say bang me.
Gets a laugh like a quarter of the time.
I don't see bang in here. I think they went out of business. Always buckle up. Hold on.
Try again.
Okay. Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm drinking energy, not sponsored. I've been trying every energy drink they carry in the convenience stores around me for the past 2 months, and holy there's a lot of energy drinks. And before you start typing, "You shouldn't drink those are bad for your heart," don't worry, I did the research. They're not, but we'll get to that later in the video. The more pressing issue was finding a replacement for my
Headphone warning.
favorite energy drink, Bang.
She didn't have to cut me off.
For nearly a year now, ever since I became a server, I've been drinking Bang energy every single day. They taste amazing, there's no sugar, and they just sell them right at the store. Now that they don't really sell Bang like anywhere in my area, I wasn't sure what to move on to for my caffeine fix. I'm not the biggest fan of coffee or tea or anything like that, so I knew I needed a new energy drink, but I just didn't know which one to choose. I asked around to my coworkers and friends to see what everyone else's favorites were. There's just too many to choose from. I figured I would do my due diligence and see which one I really liked. So I bought over $100 worth of energy drinks. Each drink has its pros and cons, so I've come up with a custom ranking system to see what drink really is the best. Each drink will get a score out of 10 with criteria like taste, bad ingredients, caffeine level, and much more. In my quest, I also decided to investigate what makes them bad or bad for your heart. And is there anything else other than coffee and tea? We're about to find out, baby. I've been drinking energy drinks, like I said, for almost a year, and in this past year, every time a family member or close friend has seen me drinking them, they'll say, "You shouldn't drink those are bad for your heart." And I had every reason to believe them, except they're wrong. Energy drinks are not inherently bad for you. In fact, a lot of them have vitamins, amino acids, things like that that are actually kind of good for you and can provide some positive energy. Overindulging in nearly anything can cause you some problems. Too much alcohol, too much sugar, and even too much water can cause complications. And the same can be said for too much caffeine. All the energy drinks available for purchase near me have varying levels of caffeine, the lowest being 95 milligrams and the highest being 300. All of the ones that I bought list the amount of caffeine that's in them on the can somewhere. Some a little smaller than others. According to the FDA, the daily limit for caffeine intake in a healthy adult is 400 milligrams of caffeine. Meaning if you had a coffee this morning, then you moved on to some dark chocolate and maybe even a soda, you've ingested 3 sources of caffeine. Do you know how much is in each of these? Let's find out. As you can see, many different drinks and foods contain different levels of caffeine, and some are much more than you would expect. Some energy drinks have a very high level of caffeine, and where most people run into problems is when they start to consume more than 1 drink a day. Consuming more than your daily dose of caffeine can lead to an abundance of complications, some as small as a headache and some as big as heart failure. Most side effects like insomnia or increased anxiety will typically go away when the caffeine leaves your body, which can take up to 10 hours. Regularly consuming too much caffeine can lead to a condition called AFib. AFib is a condition scientists believe over 2.7 million Americans live with currently. AFib is an irregular and accelerated heartbeat that can cause blood clots to form within the heart. This condition can lead to strokes, heart failure, and other heart complications. Consulting a doctor,
My name is Dr. Quack,
and understanding your family's history with certain ailments can help you decide if energy drinks are something safe for you to consume in moderation. It's important to note that energy drinks are designed as supplements, meaning even if you are healthy, you probably shouldn't drink one every day. A healthy diet, regular exercise, and good quality and quantity of sleep should give you all the energy you need to expend during the day. Resorting to caffeine should be a temporary fix. Obviously, you should not drink energy drinks if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. They say that right on the label. If you have high blood pressure or a family history of heart problems, I would avoid energy drinks at all costs. If you're unsure, definitely talk to your doctor. The reasoning being that a high level of caffeine can lead to a rapid heart rate and peak anxiety. Everyone is different, but it's important to know yourself, know what's in these energy drinks, and knowing your family history before making an informed decision. In my research, I have found some alternatives to energy drinks if you have decided they are not for you. A lot of people get their caffeine boost from coffee, but I'm personally not a huge fan of coffee unless it's loaded up with sugar and whipped cream and a bunch of other
Weird lack of respect for the sanctity of life.
Black coffee is one of the most natural forms of consuming caffeine. Depending on, Dunkin' or Starbucks, Keurig or Hortons will give you a different level of caffeine in each of these things. So it's important to know how much caffeine you're getting from each. Energy drinks say on the can how much caffeine is in them. In my opinion, I think that there should be some kind of regulation in terms of font size and making it known to consumers what important ingredients are in there and what they can do. Some cans give explicit warnings of potential side effects, while others do not. Another source of caffeine many people tend to enjoy is tea. Most teas have less than 100 milligrams of caffeine, so they might not get you to where you want to be in terms of energy, but if you need just a little boost, tea is definitely the way to go. And the health benefits to tea are undefeated. They can really boost your immune system, help your heart health, and increase brain stimulation. My Nana always recommends I drink tea anytime I'm telling her I'm not feeling the greatest, but I hate tea. Even loading it up with some honey and sugar is not enough for me to enjoy that dirty water looking ass drink.
Ew. What an interesting artifact.
If I'm skipping an energy drink for the day, but I need a little more energy to get me into a workout, I drink pre-workout. The biggest benefit to pre-workout, in my opinion, is your ability to control how much you're getting. If I need just a little bit of help, I could take a scoop, maybe even a half. But if it's not enough for you, you can always add a little bit more. Pay attention to how much caffeine it lists in each scoop. The best alternatives to energy drinks is eating a balanced diet with carbs, proteins, and fats, drinking enough water throughout the day, getting a decent amount of exercise throughout the week, and having a good 7 to 9 hours of sleep. All the energy you need throughout the day should come from those things. These things are kind of hard to maintain every single day, so it's understandable if you turn to energy drinks in order to help you gain some more energy. With so many options in the store, it can be challenging finding which energy drink is right for you. So I've come up with a custom ranking system for each brand that was available in my area. If you base your decision purely on taste, your list will look a lot different. My personal favorite for taste alone has got to be Bang Energy. But in researching energy drinks, I've found out what is important to me in an energy drink and where all of those brands lie within those criteria. The information I gathered about each includes taste, price, possible harmful ingredients, size and flavor options, the amount of caffeine that's in each drink, and packaging appeal. It's gotta look cute while I'm drinking it. With all these aspects in mind, here are the rankings for the 13 brands I've tried. At the bottom and last place, we have Nas Energy. Nas scored 2.5 out of 10. The taste of this drink was horrible. I'm surprised I even finished it. This Coca-Cola owned brand's biggest controversy came to life when Canadian man Jordan Bell discovered a decomposing mouse in the bottom of his Nas Energy drink back in 2016.
Disgusting!
The company hasn't spent a lot of time in the news, positive or negative, and being that there's only 4 flavors and I can only find one, it did not do well against its competition. In 12th place, we have Mountain Dew Amp Energy. This drink scored a 3 out of 10 and must not be very popular, as I only found 2 not so great flavors. in the convenience store near me. Both flavors had drastically different amounts of sugar. The original contained 58 grams.
What the heck?
Pomegranate Blue Blast only had 4. Both flavors also had their fair share of bad ingredients. Typically, if a drink doesn't have sugar, like the Pomegranate Blue Blast, it has artificial sweeteners. And the Pomegranate Blue Blast had 2 out of 3 of those specific artificial sweeteners. The brand also does not go on sale very frequently and starts at a price that's over $3, which I think is too much. Just barely missing the top 10 over in 11th place, we have the most controversial brand.
Oh my God, bro.
Rockstar. Scoring a shocking 4.25 out of 10. The brand is more controversial than it is popular. When asking around for everyone's favorite energy drinks, Rockstar never came up. In fact, Men's Health magazine voted it worst energy drink. Packed full of at least 60 grams of sugar, Rockstar Energies had the most calories out of every brand that I tried. I didn't enjoy their original flavor as much as I enjoyed the punch. The term enjoyed used loosely. It had almost, if not all, of the bad ingredients in each can. And what floored me is the punched one actually had 2 of the 3 bad artificial sweeteners in addition to 61 grams of sugar. If the drink itself wasn't bad enough, the founder and CEO's father is Michael Savage, a prominent former right-wing radio personality who is known for some problematic takes on LGBTQ people, racism, anti-Semitism, and xenophobic remarks. I don't know if that made sense. He's had some bad takes.
Mental that's going on. The children's minds are being by the homosexual mafia. That's my position. They're our children's minds.
Rockstar is 11th on the list based on the official rankings, but it is last in our hearts. Barely breaking into the top 10 is the most popular energy drink and the 3rd most popular soft drink brand, Red Bull.
Red Bull gives you wings.
This company has been around perhaps the longest out of all the major energy drink brands and arguably started the trend after launching in the United States in 1996. Despite being the most recognizable energy drink on the planet, probably, many of their flavors contain a high amount of sugar as well as various other bad ingredients. I'm personally not a fan of the taste. The flavored ones, some of them are okay, but they all kind of have like this chemically aftertaste that I'm really not a fan of. The winter flavor, the apple fig, was my favorite among all of the ones that I've tried. That doesn't mean it was high on my list. The packaging is also pretty basic. Red Bull has had their share of adversities, with some European nations going as far as trying to ban the drink over health concerns. Red Bull is sold all over the EU as of today. It is almost the most expensive energy drink that I've found, but it does offer the most size options. A prominent lawsuit against Red Bull alleged that Red Bull's performance-enhancing claims were falsely reported and not backed up by scientific research. A settlement was approved in 2015, with the consumers having the option of either receiving $10 in cash or $15 worth of Red Bull products. Get ready to unleash the beast because our next brand is Monster Energy.
That's the F word. Big can. In fact, they write it on the side of the can, so I know that's the F word.
Okay.
Now, do you know what a MILF is?
Yes.
With a similar extreme sports appeal as Red Bull, Monster Energy scored a solid 5 out of 10. This was the scariest drink for me to try, as I assumed it was going to taste like gasoline, but it actually did not taste too bad. It was not my favorite by any means. Out of the 3 flavors I tried, I preferred the Zero Ultra. Other than the original, the packaging is pretty decent, having textured and colorful cans. Each can is packed with either a ton of sugar or a ton of artificial sweeteners. Monster Energy has a ton of different size and flavor options and types like Rehab and Java and Juice, and has been around since 2002. It is now a Coca-Cola company as of 2015. Monster has come into light more recently with a serious lawsuit with another competitor that I will talk about later. But growing up, I always knew it as the Satan worshiper company.
This is not a Christian company at all. So why would they have put a cross on the can? Here is the message.
Antichrist.
Moving on to 8th place, we have my mom's personal favorite, 5 Hour Energy.
I gotta have my 5-hour energy.
This brand also scored a 5 out of 10 like Monster Energy, but I enjoyed the taste more, so instead of having a tie, I just ranked this one above Monster Energy. 5 Hour Energy is small.
That's what she said.
That's my joke. Damn it, Dwight.
But very efficient, having 200 to 230 milligrams of caffeine depending on regular or
Extra strength.
It comes in as the most expensive drink I bought, especially per ounce, but its convenient small size and the energy that it gave me could be worth the price. Despite what you may have heard, it is not a doctor recommended product, although their advertisements might lead you to believe differently.
We asked over 3,000 doctors to review 5 Hour Energy, and what they said is amazing. Over 73% who reviewed 5 Hour Energy said they would recommend a low-calorie energy supplement to their healthy patients who use energy supplements. 73%. 5 Hour Energy has 4 calories and is used over 9 million times a week. Is 5 Hour Energy right for you? Ask your doctor. We already asked 3,000.
The company was actually sued for this ad, as it may have misled consumers into believing that doctors were recommending this product, rather than recommending it over other similar products. I don't know of a single energy drink backed up by a doctor. The company may have been avoiding its bad publicity, as 13 deaths were being investigated by the FDA in relation to the energy drink. The not-so-known Jocko Go energy drink placed 7th with a score of 5.25 out of 10 on my ratings list. It's advertised as the healthiest option as far as energy drinks go, which is surprisingly true from what I found. The drinks do not contain any sugar or artificial sweeteners, and it does not contain any of the previously mentioned bad ingredients. I just wish they tasted good. The brand only offers 95 milligrams of caffeine per 12-ounce can, but it contains only natural caffeine as opposed to synthetic caffeine. The company is still fairly new. It was founded in 2016, so there's not a lot of information about it or controversies it's been involved in, but it boasts about its new innovative technology, nootropics, aimed at increasing creativity and focus, although this is obviously unproven. Pulling together the top half of the rankings, we come to Reign and G Fuel, each scoring a 6.5 out of 10. Both brands contain 300 milligrams of caffeine, which is the highest I've found out of all the energy drinks, tying with Bang. Speaking of Bang, their parent company sued the Coca-Cola brand Reign back in 2019 when they first launched. Monster Energy unveiled the new product, Reign Total Body Fuel, and almost immediately was dragged into a lawsuit with Bang Energy, alleging they were a knockoff of their brand. At the time, the packaging did look kind of similar, as well as the flavor names kind of giving the same energy. Get it? Energy?
Hey, Jesse.
The court ruled in favor of Reign, saying it did not infringe on any of Bang's intellectual property, and the product has looked and remained the same ever since, although Bang has changed their cans look from black packaging to white packaging. Although the two were technically tied in the rankings, I put G Fuel over Reign as I liked the flavors a little bit better. The packaging especially is very unique, and it features creators or characters that the drink flavor was based upon. Their nutrition information is also the largest font compared to every single other can, which I appreciate. What I don't appreciate is the lead found in these drinks.
What did he say?
These esports drinks contain a safe and small amount of lead in each can. This was brought to the public's attention when the company was sued by the state of California for failing to disclose their products containing lead. Over in Cali, if a product contains over 5 micrograms of lead, they are supposed to disclose that information somewhere on their packaging. The rest of the country will require this if the product contains more than 12.5 micrograms of lead, but California takes things much more seriously. The top 4 brands listed in this ranking are absolute. Coming in at number 4, we have Ghost Energy, scoring 7 out of 10. These drinks fall right in the sweet spot for caffeine.
I gotta keep an eye out for Selena.
Having 200 milligrams per can. This level, at least for me, keeps me very energized throughout the day without keeping me up all night. The flavors are candies such as Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Fish, and Warheads. The company's only noteworthy controversy actually has to do with the candy flavors. A complaint made by Ting.org claims the brand was taking a page from the e-cig industry's playbook, violating the law by using fun, kid-friendly flavors to attract children to products that are meant for adults, as stated by the site's executive director, Bonnie Patton. All the flavors were near 10 out of 10s. However, they contain nearly all the bad ingredients found in energy drinks, as well as replacing sugar with 2 out of the 3 horrible artificial sweeteners. Sitting pretty in the top 3, third place is ranked as Celsius. Founded in April 2004 and made popular since 2014 by artist Flo Rida, the Celsius brand also contains 200 milligrams of caffeine per can and a huge variety of flavors and sizes. Some flavors were significantly better than others, at least in the ones that I tried. What does Flo Rida have to do with any of this? The brand was actually sued by its former spokesperson, Flo Rida, for breaching their contract and failing to pay him for promoting their drink. Mr. Rida was awarded the $82.6 million he was owed. The company was also under fire for falsely advertising no preservatives when their drinks contained citric acid, a well-known preservative. Celsius managed to avoid a guilty verdict by claiming that the citric acid was not added as a preservative rather than for taste. But they did agree to settle, paying those who bought their products from January 2015 to November 2022 up to $250 per household with proof of purchase. However, the deadline for claiming has passed, unfortunately. Finally, my top 2 ranks. Coming in at number 2 is Bang Energy, baby. With over 40 flavors, this energy drink is my absolute all-time favorite. The flavors are unmatched. All the flavors I've tried are near 10 out of 10, if not 11 out of 10. There's 0 sugar in each can and only 1 out of 4 bad ingredients. The drink was introduced back in 2012 under the parent company VPX. Bang does contain 300 milligrams of caffeine per can, which is a little high for me. The company has faced countless setbacks and lawsuits, leading them to file for bankruptcy last October.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Remember when I said Monster Energy sued another company and got a lot of public attention? That's because they won $293 million from Bang for falsely advertising untrue health benefits from their super creatine, which actually contains almost 0 milligrams of creatine.
What?
It actually only contains 5 milligrams of a form of creatine. With this in mind, the court ruled in favor of Monster Energy, only a month before Bang filed for bankruptcy. Trump supporter, say yes to the dress weirdo.
I came here today to make sure she got the right dress. Most of Megan's clothes, like her jeans today, her shoes, everything, I dressed her in.
And Bang CEO Jack Owok has kept the brand afloat with his personal net worth and plans to rework their distribution system. Bang is still sold in many areas. My mom actually stocked up for me back in South Dakota, but in my area, the only ones you can find are random obscure places that sell them for like $4 to $6 a can. So finally, the moment you've been waiting for. The best energy drink I tried, according to my ranking system, was Cellucor, otherwise known as C4. C4 was previously recommended to me by my trainer when looking for an energy drink other than Bang, and scored a 9 out of 10 on my ranking system. It contains 0 sugar, 200 milligrams of caffeine, and tastes amazing. Some of the flavors are popular candies like Starburst and Skittles, the pink Starburst being my favorite. The only controversy I could find about the product came back in 2012. They used to use DMAA in their drinks, which is a form of meth. At the time, it was advertised by many other companies as well as a dietary supplement. When Lynette Bates filed a class action lawsuit against the company, it discontinued its use of DMAA AA, and the drink has not contained this banned ingredient since. All right, friends, let's do a cute, quick recap, shall we? Energy drinks are not designed to kill you or cause you heart failure. They should be consumed in moderation when there is an absence of a healthy diet, quality sleep, or exercise. If you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or have a family history or personal history with high blood pressure or heart complications, avoiding energy drinks at all costs should be your priority. But if you're still unsure, definitely consult a doctor. There are various caffeine alternatives such as coffee, tea, dark chocolate, soda that can be used instead of energy drinks. It's important to stay below 400 milligrams of caffeine each day, so be mindful of all the caffeine intake you get from different sources. Finally, the best energy drink in my area, again, is C4. Here's the whole list again. This is all based on my own personal research and my own personal opinion. And if you disagree with my ranking, you're free to try it your fucking self. If you already have a favorite energy drink, let me know what it is in the comments. I would love to know. Maybe I can try something new. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would really help me grow my channel. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Subscribe!